Blerd is the new black. This is your boy Dre.
Mark and Chuck.
Okay, starting off today, second episode. So, we were talking about a couple of things in our personal chat that I know that you guys wanted to bring up. But first things first, as I have to be loyal to the Nerd Nation. Have you seen the responses for Black Panther?
Of course.
Fucking amazing.
Hell yeah.
Fucking amazing. But of course, I knew that this was gonna happen, but when you see it, it still pisses you off. So apparently there's a group of fucking haters out there trying to tank the scores on Rotten Tomatoes. Sight unseen, never seen the movie, but they're out there trying to tank. It's a small group of guys. I think they gauge it as around 2,000 people using bots to make sure that the ratings are low. They did the same kind of thing for
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
Yep.
Yeah. Because that's why you have a Rotten Tomato score of 91%, but the critics, the users had a 46%. So, be on the lookout for that horse shit, because just people straight hating for some reason. If it's not a fucking white guy and a bunch of other white guys supporting white guys doing white guy things, somebody gotta be pissed off.
You know what? White guys.
Yeah, from what I heard about this particular issue, this dude, I guess, who started this group, just like you said, Dre, he did the same thing to Star Wars. This dude has a serious issue with everything regarding the Mouse House. He got an issue with Disney. He's also a DC fan, so, I mean, come on now. This is double fucking lightning rod for him. But I initially thought that this was like a racial thing or whatever, but I'm kind of leaning more. Nah, this dude he's all about hating Disney. He's all about hating Marvel. He's a big DC fanboy. Huh. He's pissed off because I guess people are giving shitty reviews for the DC movies, and somehow that's everybody else's fault. I don't fucking know. But yeah, that's what it's all about.
Because the DC movies suck.
Exactly.
It's fucking awful. Even Wonder Woman. Did y'all see that piece of shit?
Hold on now. Hold on. Don't call it. No, I can't stand by that one, man. Wonder Woman was a good movie.
No, it wasn't, Mark. You know why? You know why people gave it a lot of credit?
Oh shit.
It's cool. All right, look, Gal Gadot is hot. I thought some of the scenes were hot, but overall, that movie stunk. On a level, when I saw it in the movie theaters, I was like, it was pretty good. Then when you watch it a second time, all these questions start coming up that really make you hate this fucking thing. Since when is she fast enough to block machine gun bullets? It's not even they do the standard cartoon thing where for some reason they just want to shoot at bracelet level. She's zipping around as fast as the Flash, blocking fucking shots. Well, when has she ever been that fast? When has she ever been able to fly?
Keep in mind.
I wish the Me Too movement had that to begin with.
Here we go.
I mean, being able to run and fly, if you can't avoid it then, I don't know what to tell you.
That's exactly what I was about to say. She can fly. So I'm giving her a pass. I don't think that she's flying through the air doing 70 miles an hour. So I'm thinking she's at least quick enough. I'll give her a pass on that. My main issue with this, at least as far as Gal Gadot, how you pronounce her name, she is beautiful. But that's not Amazonian women ain't 6 feet, 110 pound supermodels. They're not.
Nope.
They might be 6 feet, but they're a little bit more than 110 pounds.
And my Wonder Woman has fucking blue eyes. What is this brown eyes bullshit? Yes, I'm gonna be that petty. The fuck? That's not how she's supposed to look.
You are being petty.
I don't. Yes, I am. And you know who would have been a perfect Wonder Woman? Xena, the chick who played Xena. I don't know if they can clone her or whatever, but that woman was the perfect representation of what a Wonder Woman should have looked like on every level. Yeah, but it's just this. I don't know. I just wasn't into it. Then there was this other things where they were just trying to shoehorn shit in. It's look, she's taking all the bullet fire. Let's follow her. They really needed that. They really needed that image of men following a woman. Word, this is what we're gonna do. I don't know. All right, but this episode ain't about that, so I'm not gonna go too in depth about Wonder Woman. But
yeah, that's enough salt.
DC sucks.
My woman has over an 800 credit score. But go ahead, I'll let you.
Oh Jesus! Now we're going into the realm of dream women. Yeah, I want me somebody who moves like Trinity.
It's a dream. You ain't got to fly, but I saw these reels.
It's like I would really like to move into the nice place, but my credit score is only 705, and they want 750.
So what about us?
Yeah. But no, yeah, this Black Panther thing is doing amazing numbers before even being released. Even the pictures. I you know, as a black man, as a black person in general, I just love seeing all these beautiful shots of people doing the red carpet stuff, these promotions that they're putting out for the movie. It's gorgeous. Like, even the memes are supposed to be funny, but they're beautiful. Like, you saw that one about Eddie Murphy floating around. He goes to AMC.
Oh, yeah.
And it's you know I am here.
Yeah, the Coming to America. It's good that, you know, like, just black excellence is a thing, you know. It's not taboo. It's what's in, and it's just reality. I mean, I was listening to a rapper named Vince Staples, and he was just talking about, you know, they were talking about, like, there's this whole phrase of, like, the culture, like, doing it for the culture, and the culture this and the culture that. And he's like, well, we could just replace culture with black, because anything that's relevant right now is because of blacks. Like, when Katy Perry needs a hit, or Taylor Swift, or Miley Cyrus, they run to us. We don't run to them. You know what I'm saying? So
fuck Miley Cyrus. Like, I don't.
What Mike Will did, you know, and I would have, but she seems dirty.
Did he?
Like, she seemed like, yeah, they was together for a little bit, but it seems like she got the clap or something. You feel me? Like, something's going on down there.
Well, she did that whole speech of, I was going through a hard time in my life. That's why I was fucking with hip hop. It's like, bitch, we gave you hits. Like, even that
I'm sorry, I don't know what we're allowed to say about that.
Like, what was that? What was the one that one hit song that she had that everybody fucking loved? Like, I can't think of it. I think it was Wrecking Ball, whatever it was. But I know that it was meant for Rihanna. You can even tell it was meant for Rihanna by the way that they wrote that. And I'm like, yo, they gave you a hit when you couldn't come up with shit anymore. And it's just like, you use the culture. Even like Taylor Swift got a joint like that right now. It's like they love to use black culture whenever it suits them. I'm like, fuck them.
Of course, but
I'm all about everything black right now. Black everything.
It's just good that black films are starting to get the type of play on the major stage they deserve, because, like, back in the day when we had black films, it was like, you know, Soul Plane, and white people wasn't respecting that shit, and we wasn't either.
That shit, Chuck. Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they had a purple airplane with Snoop and Method Man flying the plane. Are you kidding me? You know? So, I mean, I feel like now the conversations are different, and we're more of a prouder people. You know, this is the age of information, and the more that we learn about ourselves, the more we love ourselves. You know, the more we get a chance to produce and make films like a Get Out, or, you know, like this film.
Yeah,
they do crazy numbers, you know, and it's because we're the ones behind it, and we haven't had a voice. So now that we're getting it, it's like when black people weren't allowed to play in basketball and sports. White people were doing great. Once we got in, it was like, ah, shit, we suck. You know,
basketball was awful. If you watch those old tapes from the 50s, it's like kids in 6th grade go beat that ass. Like,
yeah, they was doing accounting on the court. Like, they wasn't. You know,
to be fair, they also had centers that were 5'3" back then.
Well, I mean, we wasn't out there. They didn't have brother Leroy out there. That was, you know what I'm saying, 6'10".
Oscar Robinson.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Oscar Robinson going out there doing a crossover. Oh my God, what's that demon move? Doing a crossover.
Leaving the Ford dealership, going to the NBA. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're just not built like us, man. And I don't think it's just a physical thing. I think that, you know, now we're getting a chance to kind of flex our intellect. But if you look at a ton of different industries, whether it's, you know, entertainment, or whether even from a like a medical standpoint or in any industry, man, the fact that we're able to be in it, we're able to shine.
Look, I can say this not firsthand, secondhand, because I'm marrying in. Nah, my dude. Indians got that medical thing on lock. That's their world. Just them. It's all.
Well, I'm not saying that, they're not dominant. What I'm saying is at least we have the opportunity now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Even, Indian people are dope, man. I know I'm like almost directly talking to one now. So yeah, Indians are dope.
Look, man, you won't get you won't get an argument out of me. It's like I love my future in-laws. Shout out to them because I know they're going to be listening to this at some point. But yeah, the medicine thing, that's all there is. That's their whole thing.
Girl now, just thinking we're dope. That's all we're just dope. Really? All the contributions, all the gods we've contributed, but we're dope.
I know she loves to correct my language, so whatever, motherfucker, y'all dope. Anyway,
just to let everyone else know, I have a much more ratchet podcast where I'm going to discuss all the negative things about each culture. Sway away from those here.
And I cannot wait to listen.
Type of topics I like to hit head on.
Yeah, we definitely gotta give y'all a good plug too.
Yeah,
First
I can't wait.
The Ecuadorians.
Not today, though. Not here.
I'm just kidding.
But moving on, though, with the Black Panther, this actually ties in. Have either of you had a chance to see Black Lightning yet?
Yes, absolutely.
Man.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Because I want to save mine to the end. I don't want to come out the gate swinging. So thoughts.
Okay. Oh, I guess I'll go first. I like the show. I mean, I'm an action junkie anyway, but my main beefs are, it seems that, like, he talks about, I discovered my powers these years ago and blah, blah, blah. And it seems like, first of all his superpowers are in the suit. And, like, the only natural superpower that this dude seems to have is patience. Because
his eyes lighting up for some reason.
Exactly that, but that never happens. You never see lightning bolt shoot out of his goddamn eyes. What the fuck you need the suit for?
Oh wait, no. Remember there was that one scene with the police. He did actually do that. Now that I'm thinking about it, there was one scene with the police in the alleyway where he didn't have his suit on.
Oh really?
Did he have the suit on? I don't think he did. No. I don't know.
I don't remember. Was that when did he just leave Queen Latifah's apartment? Oh wait, I'm sorry.
and this is where you show gay. This is where you show
you goddamn right.
No, nobody remembers him being on Living Single but you. But yeah.
Hey, God, it didn't dawn me until like halfway through the first episode. I'm like, is that Scooter? That Positive K looking motherfucker? I recognize him.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
But anyway.
Wait, Chuck, I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready to go. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't like it. First of all, tacky name, just Black Lightning. I was already like, why is Dre making me watch this? So I pressed play, gave about 6 minutes, said that's enough. It didn't catch my attention. For me to watch any type of program, I have to feel like I'm going to learn something. I have to feel like there's going to be something I'm going to get from it, or it's going to make me feel a certain type of way. Like, there's certain type of music I listen to. I know they're not saying anything, but it might make me feel good, right? Nothing about this show made me feel good. I didn't learn a damn thing. The only thing I was able to do was comment on it on this podcast, and I just did that. But, yeah, nothing special. I'm not really into, I know I shouldn't say this on the show, but there has to be someone there to play devil's advocate. I'm not into the superhero thing, but I could look at him and I didn't buy it as soon as I saw him. And that may sound bad, but he didn't fit it for me. I feel like they could have did better.
All right. Well, I wholeheartedly agree with you. And to add on that fucking show stinks. It's not. I can't. I want to support it because finally we get a black superhero show, like a live action show on TV, but it stinks. And here's my litany of reasons. This is actually why a lot of superhero shows are beginning to stink to me. For one, if you notice the CW lineup, like, you know, going from Arrow, even all the way back to Smallville, The Flash, all these shows center on a young man discovering his powers, discovering himself, like all this self-discovery stuff that you do during adolescence. Why the fuck when we get a black guy, he's gotta be fucking middle-aged? Already got a fucking wife, kids, and a fucking mortgage, just weighed down on life by life, and this is his fucking story. We're starting from that. What is entertaining about that for the demo that they're going for? Because the demo that they're going for is supposed to be like the 18 to 35 demo. That's who they're supposed to be. So who the fuck wants to see a guy with bills fighting crime? I have no interest in that shit. And when I saw him do one scene where he's chicken, like he did like that Power Ranger tornado kick, and it looked like he was about to break his back and he landed, like that was just too much for him. I'm like, y'all could have done the same exact show with Static Shock. You could have had a young guy with the same power. We could have seen his development, just like you saw in the first season of The Flash. Barry discovering his powers and discovering what that meant to him and what he wanted to be for his community. Is it Star City or is that Arrow? What's Barry City? Yeah, whatever. It's irrelevant.
Barry's
okay. What is it? Yeah, but whatever. I'm just saying that the difference, like you just see that it's like, all right, why do we got an old guy leading the charge, and why the fuck you got to be in the hood? I mean, for real, man. Like, is there any setting we can have where it's not gang shit? I'm like, they're talking about human trafficking in the first episode. I'm like, God damn, is this a CW? That shit should be on FX. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do this, like either they did it very halfway. If you're gonna incorporate the hood shit, then be realistic the whole way through. Like, I want to see somebody's, like, you know, I want to see this setting with New Jack City. Give me a Nino Brown. Give me some bitch who goes around screaming, "Rock-a-bye, baby," and before she off somebody, see some other drug dealer having to walk around naked, and here come Black Lightning to save the day. I would rather that than this sanitized bullshit that they're trying to go for something here. Like, you know when you watch something and you can tell they're going for moments, like they say things and they do the pause for it to like they did this bullshit in Luke Cage too. It's like, do you know where you're standing right now? Like, people like Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X stood right here. Shut the fuck up with that. You're affecting nobody. And it's just, I don't know, this whole show, it stinks. I do appreciate the fact that they are introducing more black female characters. I see what they're doing. They gave them a black family, black wife. That was definitely by design. That wasn't by accident. You can tell by the writing staff, and I get it.
And it's CW, so you know they had to throw in a gay character.
Is there a gay character? Who's a gay character?
Yeah.
Oh,
one of his daughters in a relationship with a girl. And again, yeah. I'm cool with that. But here's the thing. It's the CW, what the hell do you expect?
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, my damn, no?
Devil's advocate, man.
Absolutely. We are strong supporters of the LGBTQ community.
I love lesbians.
I love lesbians.
Yeah, let me be clear. People. I wasn't like
bisexual.
I love transgender, transsexuals,
transgenders who are not allowed to do that anymore, and I love queer people. I don't know what the IA stands for because the letters keep changing up. But I think it's androgynous is for the A. I don't know, but no. Shout out, I think that's a cool part. And Mark, what was the point you were making before Chuck rudely cut you off? Sorry about that.
Wow. What I was saying was
that was cool.
No, what I was saying was you are expecting like some sort of, like, if this were HBO and all 5 shows were on HBO, they would be dramatically different and probably magnificently done even better.
Oh yeah. Well, no, Flash is
the CW. What do you expect?
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, again, I agree with that. I would agree with that if they treated this show like they did the other show. That's the part that's bugging the fuck out of me. They even have a high school as part of the setting in which they work within. Why is this not centered on a young teenage kid? That would make so much more sense. I'm fucking 36 years old. It's not like I'm trying to identify with a high school kid. I'm just saying for the demographic that they're going after, I don't understand what this fits into. Who are you doing this for?
Yeah, so, what's your demo, you mean?
Yeah, like who's this show for? Because it's like I feel like it's gonna fall flat on a lot of people. Like every episode is about him trying to get his family. Nobody 19 gives a fuck about this dude trying to get his family back. Struggling with, should I be Black Lightning because my wife who doesn't even live with me won't be with me anymore? What is that? I got to do this to protect my kids. How about this? If you're so about protecting your kids, move them out of the gang area where motherfuckers can go up into a high school, into a classroom and abduct people, and everyone just has to sit there and fucking take it. I'm doing this for my family. Then do the smart thing and move them out like every other person who was living in the hood and could.
Because then you'd be accused of being, abandoned in the hood.
No, I'll stay and do the work. But again, because it's every episode, I gotta hear about how much his girl. I mean, it's only been 2 episodes, but you gotta hear about how important his girls are to him, and their safety is everything. And all I just keep thinking is I'm sure you're a high school principal at a major city school. You're making at least $80K. There ain't no suburb you can move them out into. I don't get this. Why are they here? And the mother's a doctor. Why are you guys in this area? I mean, I know we're all supposed to be rah-rah, rebuild the hood, and I'm all for that. But if my daughter just got abducted and brought to a motel where they do human trafficking, guess what? We no longer are going to live there.
Yeah,
that's simple.
Good point.
What's the message?
If this
what?
hotel's a Ritz-Carlton, are we... That means it's in this area, right?
No, it was a rundown motel where somebody's mother got shot outside.
Yeah,
I'm yo, what about... No, that does not. If it doesn't have valet, I don't want to be there. But yeah,
agreed.
It's just the premise of the show. It's. I think they could do better. I wish they would do better. I hope the writing gets better. I don't see the show surviving more than a season, honestly. I just don't know who they're targeting and how they're going to maintain interest. I don't, especially considering the rest of the other lineup. And it doesn't have to be super cookie cutter. But if they were going to pitch this is the, have y'all had a chance to see The Shot yet?
No.
It's on Showtime. It's about Chicago. And you have Insecure. Yeah, I know. It's rough. But you have Insecure on HBO. This is a time right now where they could have shopped this show to a different network and really went in. But they're doing this half in, half out thing that just doesn't make sense. I just don't see how it's going to really push. And for anybody who is creating more Black art or art that includes Black people in the storyline, can we get the fuck out the hood, please? Can we have artistry that has a setting in a place that's not so fucking depressing, where somebody's boyfriend gets shot and ends up in a goddamn wheelchair? It seems like every fucking show I've ever watched with a Black person in it, somebody's friend gets shot and they in a fucking wheelchair. The fuck is that?
Damn, nigga, you angry.
No. and you said that because I'm Black. I feel that. I'm angry Black man. Nah, it's just you don't watch these shows and just notice that there's some fucked up things going on. You don't watch the rest of these CW shows and think all right, hold on. Who are the strong Black characters in all these shows, and why are they either gay or they never have a love interest?
Hold on. 2 words. John Diggle.
Yeah, and you barely ever see his wife. I've seen her a total of 4.
Diggle with 2 grown men on the podcast?
That's the nigga's name.
He's a character.
His name is John Diggle, but
oh, actually, hold on. I got another 2 words for you. Joe West.
John Dick.
What? I'm
John Diggle. Wait, you know what? Joe West didn't get a love interest until about 3 episodes in. Well, all right, fair enough. I'm thinking more main characters, like characters that you see on a very consistent basis. I'm just saying, I don't see. All right, like if I go down, or you don't see any black guys with any real power in there. It's like, all right, you look at Arrow, right? John Diggle is a glorified chauffeur. That is what he is. He's a sidekick.
He's a chauffeur.
He's ready to run behind.
Sidekick / superhero.
No, he's not a superhero. He's running behind Master, waiting for Master to give him the order. Come on, whatever you say, no matter what he does, And I want to also point out that nobody else has ever had to kill anybody, but when they were ready to fucking kill somebody at close range, it's the motherfucker who had to kill his brother. Like, I don't like how they wrote that character. And then you move on to Arrow, and yes, we finally get Wally West, but then they made this motherfucker move out of town. Why? We can't have no black people around with no superpowers. And then you move on to, I don't know if you ever watched Legends of Tomorrow.
I love that show.
Yeah, you notice that they have one black guy on there. I mean, he's gone now, but the black guy that's on there isn't allowed to have any powers of his own. He only gets to have powers if he combines with a white man. Everybody else has powers of their own and their own agency. This guy, for some reason, can't do nothing without the old white guy. And once the old white guy dies, he leaves. The fuck is that? It's like, son, I pay attention to this shit.
Hold on now. If you pay attention, then it should make you at least feel a little bit better, hopefully, that before the black dude came on, there was a white dude. Now, black dude took his job. How about that? No.
Wait, which show are we talking about?
You talking about Firestorm?
Yeah, Firestorm was there at the beginning, too. If you're talking about Hawkman, he was there the whole time. They were there the whole time.
I'm not talking about Hawkman, fool. I'm talking about Firestorm. There was a black dude and a white dude, but before it was a black dude, it was another white dude.
Oh, you're talking about Ronnie Raymond who got killed,
exactly.
But that doesn't
exactly.
But he doesn't count because he wasn't on Legends of Tomorrow. So I'm not counting that. Okay. And again, why is it that he only gets power when he's linked up with this white dude? I just like these things don't escape my attention. I'm just like, wait, that don't look right. I'm just saying. I can't help myself when I watch a lot of these shows, and I want to be supportive. I want to be supportive of anything black. I'll be real. Like, I'm praying to God Black Panther don't suck. Because I don't want to be...
No.
Yeah, those reviews are incredible. I can't believe what I'm reading.
I don't even know if you've seen the footage that at least has been released beyond what's in the trailers. Yeah, that movie ain't gonna suck. Just the action parts alone, nah.
Look, man, I saw the trailers for Wonder Woman and thought that was going to be great, and I just think it fucking sucks.
I think we did that already, Dre. That's if y'all heard me, that wasn't shit. Like, all right, Dre, got you, brother.
I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out that trailers and critics saying things are great don't always mean they're great.
Oh, yeah, well, even the concept of a critic and reviews, it's old news. Like, back in the day, when the newspaper would come out, you would look at it and you would check the reviews from the critics, and you would want to see what the critics were saying, or whether you wanted to go out. Why is that?
True.
Because you could only call and ask 2 or 3 people about the movie. Now you hop on Twitter, you type in the name of the movie, you have point of views from tons of people who have seen it that are completely unbiased. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't need those pricks that are, 60 years old telling us what we're going to like. It just doesn't even add up anymore.
True. Well, when I say critics, I mean internet or people on the internet. Yeah, I'm talking about people on the internet because I don't know. Like all I know is that again, I hate using Wonder Woman as an example, but it's the same thing where people were hyped up because a certain demographic felt like they finally got their voice. Like women felt great about superhero, even though I think that whole thing is bullshit because I don't know about y'all, well, definitely not Chuck because he wasn't into comics and stuff like that, but I know that when I was younger and I'd be going to Dragon's Den and me and my friends would be fucking having all-out arguments and debates over who was stronger, Wonder Woman or Supergirl or any of that shit. Not a woman in sight. I don't know when they started getting into comics like that or comic book movies. Where it's just like, we got to do this for women. Like, finally, we have a woman character. It's like, did y'all even care? Like, when did that happen?
Well, I don't know. It's getting like that with everything because even like, I don't know if you're noticing online, but like a lot of women are like watching sports like more than I do.
Are they?
You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's something that I didn't see coming either. It's just like, you saw what Lance Stevenson did? I'm like, how you know who Lance Stevenson is? You know
that's fair. I didn't know that. That's okay.
I feel like, you know, that this before it was like cliquish, you know, something that guys just do. But with the internet, everything's so public now, you know, so it's not like just something a group of guys doing. It's just what everybody's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's girls that play video games like a ton now, like really gamer females. Yep. You know, 15 years ago, there were no girls in Dragon's Den. There was a bunch of dudes with thick glasses, doing shows, you know, prepping themselves to do shows like this.
True. Actually, it's funny that you say that. Like, I have a client that came in yesterday, and she is a big wrestling head. Like, I didn't even know girls were into wrestling like this. Like, she follows tours around. Like, she was telling me about a tour that she's going to in England. Like, she has a podcast. I wish I could shout it out right now, but I don't remember the name. But yeah, she was just like, and I'm like, I didn't even know girls were into. Because when I was growing up, who was into wrestling? I never heard a girl say boo about wrestling when I was a kid. Like, if I went down, like, you remember, like, Lou Albana? And she'd give me the stats and all. I'm like, damn, girl, you're really into this. I couldn't tell you one stat about none of these dudes.
It's intriguing, though, you know. It's definitely something that's different, but it's good to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like tradition and society's changing. You know, before boys were supposed to do one thing and girls were supposed to do another, and now in this culture when everything is just the world is like a fucking Android right now. Everything's just open. It's open source. Everybody can do whatever they want to do. That's what the internet is, you know.
Chuck, you might be switching my whole entire perspective on the Wonder Woman critic thing, because I never thought about that. Now, I mean, I still think the movie sucks, but the fact that I'm not saying that
you will drive a point home like a driver. No, we're gonna get you there. It's one of the you need to know. I don't like it. This guy is on.
Well, what I'm saying, no, but my thoughts about, like, girls not actually being into it. Yeah, you switched my mind because you're right. Like, the internet has opened it up, and, you know, things that I probably wasn't aware of doesn't mean that it didn't exist. So, yeah, you're probably right. Like, yeah, they probably had a huge fan base. I just didn't know about them.
And that goes both ways because I exfoliate. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Jesus Christ.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little exfoliation, brother. I feel like it's just people are starting to just do what they want to do instead of what, you know, they're expected to do. And I just think that's a dope thing, you know? Like, is you got people out here, you know, like, not to get back into the trends and all that because we want to stay away from that, but people do what they want to do now, you know, and it's okay. As long as I don't feel nothing on my leg, we're good.
I support the trans community more than I thought I would, just because, like, when you read back on things about, like, things being androgyny or just people having to live these existences that weren't really comparable to who they were, I think there's a lot of bravery in being out in that way because it's a completely rejected way of living. And if you're that's like when people try to say, like, you know, people do that shit for attention. You know what kind of attention again? Especially trans women that are women of color, they get fucking killed for this shit, man.
Literally.
I say it all the time. Yeah, they get killed. Like, I say it all the time. Like, my entire formative years was me interracially dating, and I'm like, yo, I'm lucky I grew up in the era I did, because if I was living in 1960s Mississippi, I wouldn't be that brave. I don't give a fuck how much I love somebody. I'd be with the biggest, fattest, blackest woman I could find, just for safety and comfort. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Warren, what demographic going?
What? No, not to say they can't be those sexy black big women. I'm just saying I'm going on the opposite end, furthest away from girls that I've dated when I was younger.
Yeah.
There is a contrast. There is an opposite. So, whatever. Yeah, so no, please, like, no, I'm in full support of black women. Like, none of us would be here without black women. Let's be fucking real. We all came from them.
Well, yeah, but after that 9 months, I've been all right. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this.
I've repaid my debts. No, I'm kidding.
I love, it's like kind of like weird. I notice this a lot. Like, I don't know if you guys listen to any of the Black Girl Nerd podcasts or like look at any of their blogs, but what I find so interesting is that there's a lot of black female nerds out there, but they don't fuck with black dudes. It's trippy. It's so ironic.
Well, I mean, we're 3 black nerds, and yeah, we can't blame them. So,
Well, it's not that I don't fuck with them. I just, again, for me to have found, during the time growing up, I never saw or was around any black girls who were like me. Not saying that there weren't beautiful black girls or black women in my world. It's just personality-wise didn't match up. I like playing fucking GoldenEye Perfect Dark with y'all. Like, I like doing like other offbeat things that black guys ain't supposed to do. Like you guys brought up in the chat, or at least Mark brought up in the chat, I thought was very interesting. Like the thing about you don't act black, you don't talk black.
Yeah,
and there's a culture around that like boxes you out. So there's certain girls that just aren't going to be in your orbit because of that shit. Because I know I wasn't acting black, whatever the fuck that is. I mean, I guess that means thug culture or whatever, or quote unquote urban culture. That wasn't me. I mean, I dress up like that, but that wasn't me and my attitude. Like, I like being inside and playing video games. Yep. Corner? What corner? I don't know. Thank you, sir. I don't do street corners.
I don't see no
outlets
out there.
Exactly.
I'm willing to bet that black nerds have a higher survival rate too. Video games save a lot of goddamn lives.
Video game. It just kept you in the house. So it's like, yeah, those girls, like if I ever ran into any of them like at college or, I think that's like the only place I really ran into any black female nerds at school. They were straight up and down, just all about white guys. And I'm like, all right. So it's funny how no one ever gets called out for that. I mean, I'm going to put that on blast right now. Yeah, why don't we call out black women for dating outside of the race, but when black men do it, somebody's got to die?
I'd like to say for the record, this is Andre saying this.
I'm
missiles.
going to take it further. You guys might as well edit this part out. Quite frankly, I don't worry about it because I don't care. It's not, I don't try to get into, hey, this is what anybody should be doing. If somebody has an interest in her, that's cool. Just do it. If somebody wants to label, black men are going to get the terrible end of the stick every single time. You know what I'm saying? That's just going to happen. So whether they like it or not, I'm going to go ahead and swim in these Caucasian rivers. And, that doesn't mean that, they can't go and get that red potato meat. You know what I'm saying? That's on them.
I don't knock that, but there's no criticism.
Look like red potatoes. What?
Why? You know this? Who you been fucking with?
Nigga, let's not act.
I heard women say they look like moles.
Actually, no, sir. My porn is strictly interracial. If the dicks don't look like mine, I don't want to watch it. Anyway.
Bro, I'm not looking anyway, but I don't care what complexion it is. If she doing what she needs to do, that's what I'm watching.
But no, but real talk. No, but there's never any criticism of it. Like, there's never any, like, we don't have open panel discussions amongst black men. Why is Serena Williams with a white guy? But when somebody, like, yo, you saw what happened to poor Jesse Williams when he left that beast of a woman for that gorgeous Minka Kelly.
Oh shit.
Look, man.
Oh shit.
His wife, apparently from what I read, was giving him hell. So it's not just her looks, even though, come on, Shorty won the jackpot. The way she looks in comparison to the way he's a beautiful man. He's a friggin' model of a man, and he's a international actor making millions of dollars. She hit the fucking jackpot. That shouldn't happen. I'm sorry.
The opinions of Andre do not reflect the immediate opinions of the Blerd is the New podcast.
Oh,
I like controversy, so include me in it. I love the controversy.
I'm just saying, when he left his wife, and no one knows if he wasn't happy, and no one asked if he wasn't happy if he left, but the minute they found out it was for a white woman, for that gorgeous, delicious Mickey Kelly, motherfuckers lost their mind.
Actually, you know what? The same thing happened when Luke Cage came out.
Yeah.
Mike Coulter's wife is like white, like not like white, but she is white. Sorry. And
super white,
also
blonde hair, blue-eyed white woman. Yeah.
Is it Michael B. Jordan? That's what a white woman. Cause
yeah,
there's a group of black women that'll
salute, sir.
Yeah. You know, they talking about boycotting Black Panther, which ain't gonna happen. I mean, come on now.
Even if they did, no one would miss them.
People gotta leave people alone. Let people date who they want to date, man.
Exactly.
Like, shit, that's why we don't want you in the first place. I'm sorry, go ahead, Drake.
No, I was going to say, no, I'm a complete...
Oh, no.
That
was a good time for the disclaimer, but go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in complete agreement with you on that. Let people live their lives and do what they want to do. I just don't know why the focus is always on black men and what we're doing. Nobody else goes to this. Like, if you even look at interracial dating, the number one interracial dating group in this country are white men and Asian women. But the face of interracial dating is always black guys and white girls. And it always causes an issue. Y'all remember the fucking Cheerios commercial? People damn near lost their minds over that.
Oh, yeah.
They had some little biracial girl in the kitchen talking to her mother about Cheerios, how it's good for hearts. And the little girl in a cute way is like, oh, I want my dad's heart to be good, so she puts a bunch of Cheerios on his chest. And when you cut to being Blair Underwood, was it Blair Underwood? Or some other black guy who looked like Blair Underwood, they lost their damn minds. Everybody was like, they were trying to boycott Cheerios. How dare they put this out here? It's like, why does that elicit that kind of emotion from people?
It shouldn't.
I just don't get that.
Shit, I even get that. Pretty much, it even, I mean, as much as I love taking my wife out, I mean, even she gets annoyed because she and I always get looks. Who the hell's Luke? We always get looks. My wife is half white, half Native American. And aside from everybody thinking she's, you know, some kind of Asian or Samoan or like, you know, 1/3 of the damn earth.
Yeah, I thought she was Asian the first time I saw her too, actually.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, aside from that, like when we go out, like when she goes out, like just by herself, she's treated with respect, you know, usually, whatever. And like, as soon as me, I take her out, you know, get all, you know, nice stuff. You know how I do. Take my girl out, and a lot of looks I get, sorry to say, is mostly from black women. And it's like, why are you angry? Like, I'm not with you. I'm happy with her, you know?
They see this beautiful Indian woman with this candy corn colored Negro, and they're trying to figure out.
Candy corn. That's so accurate. That was good. I mean, and my girl is also Indian, red dot, not feather, since we've been using that term. And it's interesting. It depends on what time of year it is, because like with her, like when it's the, you know, like the colder months, her skin's a lot later. But during the summer, people, I think, for the most part, think that she's like, you know, either black, like, or half black, or like a lot of times she gets Guyanese, which is usually like black people who are mixed with Indian. So this is the first relationship I've been in where I'm constantly not getting that. But in the past, yeah, like, you know, all these other white girls I was dating, it's like people would like say things in public. I remember I was kissing one girl out on the street, and a bunch of black girls walking by, you whack, y'all whack. And I'm just like, damn, that got to you that fast? in your heart you have to say this? Like, I've never felt that way about anything. Like, ever. I don't even talk about interracial dating.
I went to see Get Out with, a Caucasian female that I'm currently with. And, we saw the movie, and I knew it was a bad idea. But
that is a very bad idea. You didn't read the reviews of that?
I read Twitter. Twitter was like, man, I was behind this interracial couple. It was rough. I was like, it's going to be me. So we saw the movie and everything, and I was like, oh, that was, it was all right, but it was good. And we walking out, and these black girls we walk by a group of black girls, and they go,
Oh, Jesus, that says a lot.
Like $1 for every time I heard that.
Say anything else, okay? You could call me a monkey to my face, but do not look at me, look me up and down and go, I swear for everything. Not a good feeling at all.
Well, the funny thing is, like, I get criticism from people who wouldn't even fuck with me anyway, which I never understand. It's like, it'd be one thing if these girls are jealous or angry that somebody they want is with somebody that's not like, or somebody else. I would get that. But look, man, I've done a lot of online dating. I've done a lot of just talking to girls out, and my brand does not work well with most black women. They just ain't feeling whatever I'm selling, which is fine. He's not supposed to. I don't need to be liked by everybody. So it's always interesting to me when anybody gets upset that I do this shit. It's like, I ain't Michael B. Jordan, so why do you care what I'm doing?
You are the Peter Chip and hummus of black dating. Like, women just don't. Black women ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want no asparagus-ass type dude.
Yep. They
want riblets and giblets.
I'm just saying, there's certain dudes whose brands translate. Like, I know that. Like, certain people are good for women. Like, there's certain brands that just do well. Like girls love, like, so you shoot, I know, like, dudes with beards and fucking neck tattoos or tattoos, like, tatted up all over their, like, girls love that.
Well, it depends on the type of girl, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the whole thing. It just goes back to preference, you know what I'm saying? Like, across the board. Just because, like, you got dudes that, play that role and try to look a certain way, and you have females that I feel like are looking for something in that, and that's cool.
Yeah.
It's just not our wave. Like, one of my boys who I've always known to be able to get any female he wanted. He was just always cool, always knew what to say. We were out one day, and I was like, yo, she's cute. He's like, I don't know how to talk to white girls. I never spoke to a white girl before. It's like, you never, like, what's the difference? You get what I'm saying? But, it's just different strokes for different folks, different colors for different brothers. You feel me? Like,
this is why I hate the internet, because I used to have that market cornered around my friends, because I used to get the same thing, like, yo, how do you be finding these white girls, right? I don't know, I talk to everybody, but now the internet, everybody getting them. Disgusts me. Even when I look at some black dudes with a white girl, like, you ain't supposed to be with her.
You got the third section of Caldor.
But, I mean,
20 years.
I miss Caldor. That was wait, do you know what? Did y'all see Get Out? Well, I know Chuck did. Mark, did you see it?
Nah. Oh man.
Oh yeah, you really need to take the time to watch this. I feel like this is a PSA for black fucking white women. Because I ain't gonna lie, after watching that movie, I'm like, I've definitely been in that exact scenario multiple, and now I feel like I got away with my life. Like I was touched by an angel several times, because I've we went up to Kat's place. Remember, yeah, because you mentioned the friend. Like, you remember we went to her place?
Yeah, no names.
And remember where it was? It was like, that was like the same kind of middle of nowhere house on the end of a road where if you had to run out, you would have to run like 2 miles before you get to a main road type of thing. And we would go up there. It's like, let's just go out here and hang out and, have a good time and not think anything about it. But it's just like, that could have, I'm just thinking, if someone decided to just, do something to me and hide the body, where would they find it?
They wouldn't.
There's nothing but woods. I'd be gone.
Yep.
So, Yeah, moral of the story, kids. If you go,
tear you up.
Oh gosh. Yeah, like you're in the woods now too, so be careful out there in the woods. The wolves and coyotes.
I don't go in the damn woods.
Don't you live right by there now?
No, I live pretty much in the city now. I mean, there's some trees and shit.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah. He lives pretty close to the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I live where I live, there's coyotes in the summertime, and I'm like, yo, you ever hear an animal get murdered by another animal in the distance? It just teaches you the lesson that they don't teach us in school. Nature is brutal as fuck and doesn't care about anything.
Nope. That's how you realize how pussy humans are.
Yeah, yo, we are right above squirrels.
Yeah, we just run. Instead of running up a tree, we run in our house. We bitch.
Yeah. Because I think it was like a couple years ago. You like it was the first time I ever heard a pack of coyotes hunt down a deer, and they again like nature is brutal because it doesn't. You would think like in your mind like you want to see like a coyote or a group of coyotes go after like a stag, like a big one, like at least like something that has a fighting chance. No. They go after the slowest one they can kill, and it's usually a kid. Like a fucking baby deer, and they just rip it apart. And I'm just like, this is fucked up. There's no, it's just, I think it's just, I don't know. I've been very sheltered, and I just never really quite thought about how this whole thing works. It's like, yeah, animals, like even these big things like lions, or unless they're defending territory, when they're hunting for things, they don't go for like, an even fight. This ain't boxing like where you looking for weight classes to match up and shit. It's no, I'm going to find the slowest, weakest thing I can get, and I'm going to eat it. And that's the end of it.
Actually, you know what?
It's like their own fast food.
Exactly.
That's probably the one that's bad for them, that's injured and diseased. They're like, we just gonna take it. I don't feel like doing all that extra shit.
Yeah.
I feel like cooking tonight. Doing the same thing.
Already knowing that shit too. I got an issue with them talking with lions being claimed the king of beasts. Like anything is gonna be the king of anything if you got 1,000 swarming on one. Because that's pretty much for the most part how lions, when they hunt like buffalo and shit, it's not just one male lion. It's like 5 female lions, and then the male lion comes over and takes the final bite.
I thought they was the king just because they got 360-degree haircuts. I ain't never seen no hair. Their whole head is their hair. That shit is incredible.
I'm thinking more, if I had to pick my king of the jungle, Honey Badger wins every time.
Let me tell
every
you
time
something.
for me.
A honey badger versus 10 million hornets ain't got a goddamn chance.
Well, we're talking about 1 against 1, so you'd have to say 10 million honey badgers against 10 million hornets.
No.
Don't do that swarm shit.
No, I'm talking about.
Said 10 million. Hornets.
No, but the reason why I say that is going back to what I was saying about the king of goddamn beasts. The lion ain't the fucking king of beasts. King of beasts can fuck anybody else up.
That's what I'm saying. So I would think a honey. All right. So then we gotta go elephant every time then.
Nah.
Why not elephant? Elephant. You know how many friggin' lions it takes to take down a single elephant?
I wasn't talking
about
elephant
up against
17.
Probably, but you know what? Hold on now. Silverback gorilla.
Nah, fuck that. Still elephant every time.
Really?
Elephant's 2,000 fucking pounds. Are you crazy?
Yeah, but
it just has
2,000 pounds of a silverback fist in your face, man.
A silverback gorilla is like 800 pounds. Actually, you know what? I might even have to go say Siberian tiger. You know what their diet is? And this tripped me out when I found this out. You know, like, what do you think their main diet is? A Siberian tiger.
Other animals? I don't know.
Like, just pick an animal. Just pick an animal. What do you think their diet is?
I don't fucking know. They get what?
They like
baby tigers? I don't know. Huh?
No, they eat black bears. That's their diet. Something you and I would be running for dear life from. That looks like a good meal. I saw that shit on Discovery Channel. I'm like, all right, so wherever that is, where they are, I will never be. Fuck that.
He don't want you. You ain't big enough. I don't want no snack. I appreciate you, bro.
Someone asked you for. I was like, who's offering snacks? I'm hungry. So
I'm just saying, if he's eating all that, he ain't thinking about us. Our little 200 pounds ain't gonna do it.
I hope so. I mean, you don't know how hungry. Like, have you ever seen a hungry animal? I saw like a hungry coyote, and it was just looking at me, and I was looking at it in the car, and I was just like, he's probably judging like, how long is it going to take for my crew to get here? Can we get through that car? And it just kind of ran off, and I'm just like, yo. That's the one thing about living like in the woods that fucking sucks. I mean, I'll take that over thug dudes who will. Like I told you, someone got shot in front of my job a couple weeks ago. I'm just like, yo, this is good one, funny. The one. Well, I can't talk about either one of them publicly. But the one where I do seasonally, and
okay, all right.
Oh, that one. I will not be going for lunch. Go ahead.
Yeah, and yeah, somebody got shot, and here's the thing that always trips me out about things that happen in bad areas is that it's so regular to everybody. It's like they just kind of poke their head out, like, oh shit, somebody got shot, and just go back to what they were doing. And I see that. I'm just ready to go home. Like, I'm going to need to take the day off. I can't be around this. This is just too traumatic. I need to go home.
You don't need to be there. I don't fit in. Yeah, I can't do this.
Shit, I can remember a couple of times just growing up when I heard gunshots and just went back to watching TV. They wasn't aiming at me.
Yeah, like, I remember, like, when I used to do the outreach stuff with kids, that never left me, where this 9-year-old kid told me he was so happy that they moved into a new place, and it's like a 4th floor walk up. I'm like, he's like, I'm so happy, like we're on the 4th floor. And I'm like, yeah, but you got to walk all the way up there. But he's like, yeah, but when they shoot straight. They don't shoot up. And I'm like, holy shit, you're 9. Why is that part of your thought process? What?
That nigga's an architect. He building the tallest building. I was like, yo, that was like so eye opening, because things that you would never even think of, like, oh, I want to live on the highest floor possible because I don't want anyone shooting at me. I'm thinking easy moving. Like, nah, every place I live, I want to be on the 1st floor so I don't have to move anything. But now he got me thinking different. Maybe I want to be on the top floor.
Yeah, the only time you have to worry is New Year's Eve.
Oh, please. I mean, yeah, New Year's Eve in the hood. Yeah, I never understood. Does anyone know why they just start shooting up in the air? Anybody
it's just
know?
A celebration.
What else are niggas gonna celebrate?
I mean, another year of living? I don't know. I mean, anyway.
Right, so we try to die by shooting bullets? It's just crazy.
All right, well, we are running out of time. That wraps it up. This has been Blerd is the New Black. And, yeah, we'll be catching you guys sooner rather than later. Actually, wait, before we close out, I know that people have been doing this on other podcasts, and I totally want to copy this. So, well, actually, before we leave, I want to know, are there any words of wisdom that you guys want to leave with the people before we bounce?
There is no
Okay, I'll start.
Well, we can talk about
good of you, Mark. I know. I just thought of it. I just thought it'd be cool. We can edit this out, but I just thought it'd be cool.
No,
like, hey.
All right.
No, I'm digging this.
Mine is don't look down, look around. That's gonna be mine. I don't know what it means, but damn it sounds good.
You know what? I bet you some weird way that's gonna end up making some damn sense too.
I'm gonna be deep for a moment, and I really hope you guys don't make fun of me for this, but I want to say in celebration of Black History Month, because, you know, I mean, it's bullshit that we're not celebrating all year round, even though we should be celebrating all year round. I just want everyone to take time to reflect on one very important thing, and it might sound funny, but we are America. We built this shit. Everything you see, everything you take advantage of was built on the backs of people that look like us and who sacrificed for us. So take that time this month and goddamn near every other day of the year to, you know, reflect on the history, reflect on things that we've gone through, and reflect on what we've overcome. Because there's more to overcome, and we can definitely do it.
Yeah, Mark, don't say anything. You're not going to top that.
No, actually, honestly, hold on. I was going to say, that sounded like the longest last words I've ever heard. Like, I seriously, I thought you was going to say Wakanda forever.
Oh, that too. Wakanda forever!
Later,
I guess
y'all.
I got to close the show today because everybody's bugging out, all right? They say last words and start another conversation. These guys are insane.
All right, well, it was fun. See y'all niggas later.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Later.
Later, y'all.